After being cancelled earlier due to weather, part 2 of our day 5 in Tokyo is finally happening. My husband is back on track, literally, with his Mario Street karting adventure through the vibrant streets of Shibuya. Stick around to see the fun, the chaos, and some iconic Tokyo sights along the way.
Hi guys! Welcome back to another vlog.
As I mentioned in my previous vlog, my husband originally booked his street karting activity for day 4 of our trip. Unfortunately, due to bad weather, it had to be cancelled. Luckily, he was able to rebook it for the following day, so he still got to experience it during this trip. He's been wanting to do this since our Tokyo trip last year, but back then, he wasn't able to get an international driver's license in time, so he had to miss out. Who would have thought we'd be back in Tokyo just about a year later? This time, he was determined to make it happen no matter what. As I mentioned, an international driver's license is required for this activity, and this time, he made sure to get it ahead of our trip to Japan. He paid around 5,000 pesos for it, but for him, it was definitely worth it. Then he booked the activity through Klook and chose Akiba Kart Shibuya, which cost around 5,400 pesos. When it got cancelled, we didn't have to worry. The amount was easily refunded back to the credit card he used. It was a hassle-free cancellation and refund process, which was such a relief. But since the activity was moved to day 5, which was originally planned for our Gotemba Outlet Day, he had to head back to Tokyo ahead of us on his own just to make it in time for his 7 o'clock p.m. schedule. It was also a relief that we booked 2 eSIM cards for this trip, so we were able to stay connected and do separate itineraries for the day without any issues. It was also a good thing that both my husband and even my son are already familiar with navigating through Google Maps in Japan. That's why getting to our own destinations was hassle-free as well. Akiba Kart Shibuya, also known as Street Kart Shibuya, offers guided go-kart tours on Tokyo's public roads. You get to cruise through iconic spots like Shibuya Scramble Crossing, Harajuku, and Omotesando, donning fun anime or superhero costumes. You can go up to about 60 kilometers per hour and expect lots of lively interaction with passers-by who love capturing your ride. Here are some quick details about Akiba Kart Shibuya. The meeting point is at 4-12-1 Higashi 4-Chome, Shibuya-ku, Tokyo, about a 15-minute walk from Shibuya or Ebisu Station. Business hours usually run from around 10 o'clock a.m. to 9 or 10 o'clock p.m. depending on the branch. The cost is roughly around 12,000 yen or about 90 to 140 US dollars with some early bird discounts available. Regular prices range between 14,000 and 15,000 yen depending on the time of your booking. Here's what you need to know about the requirements and what's included. You'll need a valid driver's license, either a Japanese license, an international driving permit, or a license from certain Geneva Convention countries with a Japanese translation and passport. There are height and weight limits to between 150 to 185 centimeters tall and up to about 100 kilograms. Included in the price is a 1-hour go-kart rental, safety briefing, insurance, costume rental, an English-speaking guide, and a safety-conscious route. Optional extras like GoPro rentals and action cam recordings are also available. Experience highlights include driving right through the bustling Shibuya Scramble Crossing with cheering crowds and plenty of photo opportunities along the way. The guides lead small groups of up to about 7 people and snap fun photos during the ride. You can choose from costume themes ranging from anime characters to superhero styles, making the whole experience even more memorable. Important notes: before you go, you must present valid license documents or you'll be turned away with no refund, so be sure to bring them. This activity operates under a legal loophole that classifies the carts as mini cars or scooters, so helmets aren't required under Japan's current law. So, is it really worth it? If you're cool with having your documents in order, following safety instructions, and embracing the fun, quirky side of Tokyo tourism, then this go-kart experience offers a truly memorable cinematic adventure. Zoom past neon-lit streets, wave to cheering crowds, and soak in that unique Shibuya rush. Reserve your spot through Klook, Agoda, or Streetcart's official website. Same-day slots are sometimes available. Make sure to arrive about 15 to 20 minutes early for preparation, briefing, and costume fitting. For the best experience, consider go-karting in the evening when the neon lights and crowds really amp up the vibe. But be sure to book ahead as slots fill up quickly. Akiba Kart Shibuya blends cosplay, adrenaline, iconic Tokyo scenery, and plenty of social media sparkle into a one-of-a-kind adventure. Just make sure you're properly licensed, ready for the quirky spectacle, and prepared for a few raised eyebrows from the local. That wraps up our Mario Street Karting adventure in Shibuya. After the weather delay, it was totally worth the wait. Thanks so much for coming along with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Tokyo fun. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.